Hello, my name is Michael Novak, and welcome to episode 9 of our podcast show. This is the second last episode, guys, of the first season. Ain't that cool? A little sad as well, but also kind of cool, actually. You know, I can't believe it, man. For 9 weeks, that's pretty amazing. So today we're gonna be talking about our favorite sports. Sorry, I forgot there ones. Our favorite sports. So unless there's anything you want to add, Danny, let's do this. Okay. Then I'm gonna pop the question, Danny. What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is gonna be football because in America, Americans have football, but they have it a different way. But in England, football all we do is kick a ball around and try and get it into the net.
I think yeah, that's American soccer. That's what they call it in America, soccer.
Oh.
Such a stupid name.
But I like football because it's fun. You know, you get to run around the pitch with a ball and stuff, and then, you know, we score a goal for some reason. You know, they scream your name, going, "Yes, well done."
It's awesome. So, do you play it yourself, or do you just watch it at games, or?
I play it myself, and sometimes I watch them with my dad.
Okay, because isn't that like really popular in England? Isn't that like something that people really do a lot? Is go to games?
Yeah, it is very famous in this country.
Yeah. Awesome. So what's your favorite thing about football?
I'm not sure. I just like, it's fun when you support a team to, like, when they score and then you feel so happy, and, you know, when all those people are saying that your team is rubbish and stuff. But the only thing I hate about it is that, you know, in PE, I must go on PE, you know, when we play football, whenever we miss goals, like, everyone shouts at each other and stuff.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, which is annoying as well.
It's weird because I mean, I can only speak for like here where I am at, but at PE class when we used to play football, they wouldn't like yell at each other, and I think it's because it's such a like popular thing in England. Then people take it way more serious in England than in a lot of other countries. Like,
yeah. It's all right. I would actually rate it out of 10 stars, 6. Because I like the game and stuff, but the only thing I think is ridiculous about it is how much the players get paid just for kicking a ball around for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
They get paid over £1 million, and I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's also really a lot that they put into it because they have to change, you know, the way they live. They have to live their way by playing football. Like, they can't just relax. They have to follow this tight schedule of training and doing all that shit. So, you know, they have consistency, and I think it's okay that they get that many money because they work so hard at doing it. You know, like, it's at least it's better than the ones who almost doesn't do anything and they get a huge paycheck, you know, like some YouTubers, not going to mention any names. And so I think it's pretty cool that, like, they get a lot of money for doing something they're really, like, consistent in and really serious about.
So, Michael, what's your favourite sport?
That has got to be badminton.
Cool.
Because I mean, I've never really been the sporty type like that. I mean, I love a bunch of sports. I just don't like the whole team thing about it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just if you go to a certain sport like with other people, like, I don't like that. I don't know why. I just like playing it with friends instead and not like strangers. And I think badminton is the only sport that I've actually gone to like for a long time and actually really enjoyed, even though it was with people I didn't know. So I just think it's an amazing sport, and so yeah, I love it.
Mm. I don't like it that much. To be honest, I don't even know what it's about. Like, I've heard of it. I've never even seen one game of it on TV or at a real match, nothing. So, you know, I
Well,
don't really, you know.
see, but I think it's also because of, you live in Denmark, I live in Denmark, you live in England, and here in Denmark it is like huge because we have these badminton players who are on the top of the world, like they're on the top 10 of the world's best badminton players, so it's a huge thing here in Denmark, and I think it's the same with soccer, football in England, and then badminton here. So I think that's also why you haven't like seen that many of it, because I think they show in America, in England they show like a lot of soccer, and that's also cool. And here they show like a lot of badminton and that kind of sports, tennis and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So, Michael, what would you rate it out of 10 stars?
I'd actually give it 9 out of 10. Like I said, it's actually one of the few sports that I've actually really enjoyed for a really long period of time, and that I still enjoy playing to this day. So I'd probably give it 9 out of 10 stars. You there?
So should we carry on?
Yeah. What is your second favorite sport?
My second favourite sport's going to be basketball because it's really fun, and to be honest, I actually, I would love to do that in PE again. We've done it like 6 times in PE. It was really fun. We loved running around, bouncing the ball and stuff, and I would love to do it again.
I also really love basketball. I think it's really, really fun. Also, because it's something that you can keep doing for a long period of time. Like it's not something you get bored of, because it's something you can rehearse and practice on a lot. You can practice on shooting it and hitting in the basket, where it's like with soccer, football, you need other people to rehearse with, and so that I think that separates it a lot, because you can actually practice yourself, so that way you can practice like all the time, and you don't really need anything. You just need that hoop thing, and and then you're ready to go.
Mm. The thing I love about basketball is just, I don't know, it's fun. Right? He took me to where he practices, and we played for a while, and it was really fun, and I enjoyed it so much.
Awesome. I would just like to say to the viewers that we will get better sound in season 2, because I don't know if you can hear Danny, but I can. There's a lot of scattering on your line on the sound. So I just want to tell you guys who are listening, it is going to get better in season 2. But right now we're dealing with Skype shitty sound, so we apologize for that. But you said that your dad took you to where he practiced, or? It's doing it again. Can you repeat?
My sister's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. It's because there's a lot of problems with the sound. Again, we apologize.
I'd rate it 8 because it's a very fun sport, and I would love to go there again.
Yeah. I also really
And
like
maybe
it.
one day I'd actually like to go to America and go to a real basketball game.
Oh, yeah. That has to be awesome. I'd like to do that as well. That must just be a total different thing. I think it's like soccer, football in England. I think it's the same in America. I think it's, they make a huge deal over it. The NBA, that kind of stuff.
Mm. So, Michael, what's your second favourite sport?
That has actually got to be squash. Now that sounds boring, and a lot of people actually do find it boring because you're just shooting a ball at a wall. But it's actually fun to do, because even though you're hitting against the wall, then it's still a team sport. That it's fun to play with, playing against someone, and it's just I don't know. I just really like it. Because it when you're playing against the wall, it's kind of random, so it doesn't really have so much to say if you're good or bad at squash. It more has to say where you hit on the wall.
Yeah, I like to play that game as well. It's really fun. I
Yeah.
also, I like to play with my friends sometimes. Like, we compete against each other.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was actually also one of the first sports I ever tried, so it's awesome. And I think it's also cool that it's one of those sports that are international, not like American football or something like that is only in America or only in a few countries. Squash is like worldwide, like tennis and all that kind of stuff. I was in Slovakia last year, and even they had squash courts, of special kind of clubs, houses, things, built for playing squash, and I just thought that was amazing.
So, what would you rate it out of 10 stars?
I would probably give it 7 out of 10 because it is a really, really good sport, and I really love playing it, but it could have been better, I would say. I don't know. It's just, it gets boring after a while if you do it, like, if you play for long time with no breaks, it gets kind of boring. If you play it for like an hour straight, it gets kind of boring.
Okay, well, I think that's a wrap then.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, once again we apologize for the sound. And yeah, if there's anything else you wanted to point out, Danny?
No.
Okay, then that's a wrap.
We'll see you guys next week for the very last podcast of season 1.
Yeah, that's gotta be cool. It's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.